Good morning, everyone. Guess what? You see what's on this counter? It's a new giveaway. It's a huge box. Now, I'm going to open this up and I'm going to show you what someone's going to have a chance in winning. Besides that, we're going to also make a recipe for you guys showing you how to use this machine. This is the first time I'm using it, so I am going to crack her open. Got to show you my knife. Look at that. Isn't it wonderful? So I am going to crack her open and we're going to see what's inside. Are you excited, guys? We just did a giveaway. It was a small one, but I told you there's going to be more giveaways. I know some of you are saying, why didn't you open the box before you did all of this? So I'm going to put this down for a second and I'm going to show you what's inside. Oh my God, this thing is huge, guys. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. Let me just take it apart. It is huge. Now, I remember not long ago, by the way, it's an air fryer, guys. For someone who's watching their weight or just doesn't want to use that much oil, this is going to be a perfect appliance. And the make is OMORC. They were nice enough to contact me and ask me if I would do a review on their beautiful air fryer. Today, someone's going to get a chance to win it. And this is a real nice one. I was surprised on how big the drawer is, the part where you actually put the food in. And I'm going to show you what a beautiful machine this is. It is really impressive. But I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm going to plug her in because I want you to see what the, it's got digital. It's digital, so you'll be able to see the lights and what it does. Wow, really, really nice. So here we go. So here's the top of the machine. You see it? Isn't it beautiful? And this is the whole front of the machine. It's a really nice big machine. And the side, of course. Okay, guys, there it is. It's a super, super machine. I can't tell you how impressed I am with this machine. I'm going to have to read the book because, like I said, this is all new to me, which I will. And if you want to change your temperature, I love cooking. When I cook with air, I always love, especially my vegetables, I love cooking at a very high heat. And this way, everything gets nice and crispy and it doesn't get soggy on me. But yeah, this is the off button. This is the basket, very easy to use. Basically, you push this back that way, and then there's a press button, and you can pull your basket out completely. And then back with the slider, and into the machine it goes. Very, very impressed. Huge machine, and oh, it's not in. Look at that. There you go. If it doesn't go in, it won't even turn on. That's fantastic. So there you go. Very easy to use. And yeah, so I'm just going to cut up some vegetables and we're going to make a nice little dish with it. But there's the machine, guys. If that's not an impressive machine, I don't know what is. Look at that. Look at the size of this. It's beautiful. It fits right underneath my counter. Nice big, big machine. And very easy. You've got your digital there and the drawer. Easy, like I said, easy to pull. You pull it out just by pushing towards, I use my thumb. I push that way, pull out. And then again, slide over. You've got your button here. You press that and your basket comes out for washing. Very easy for washing. And back in and snap. Once it snaps, the machine is ready and the digital comes back on. So we're going to make a cauliflower, some cauliflower bits, and we're going to see how it works in this machine. Okay, guys, so I put the machine down for now, and I just want to show you. And first, I have to say thank you, OMORC. That was so generous of you to give an extra one out for my subscribers. They were nice enough to say that they are willing to send to Canada. They're going to send to either Canada, US, or Europe. So, thank you, OMORC. this is really, really kind of you, and I so appreciate you doing this for my subscribers, and I am so impressed with your machine. It is beautiful looking. It is big enough to feed a whole family. I know the one that I got my daughter a few years back as a gift, and I bought the biggest one they had, but I was so disappointed when she opened up the box and the tray was so small. Like, I mean, if she was going to make French fries, it was like maybe for like 2 people. That's all you could put. This basket is humongous. I'll show it to you. Look at the size of this. This is the size of a pot. It is really, really impressive. Easy to use. All you do is slide. Thanks to Erica, she figured it out. Press this down and up comes the basket. So you can actually cook in here if you're not using something with a basket. Or you could do the basket where it gets nice and crisp all around. Again, slide back and then it goes into the machine. But look at the size of this. This is massive, massive. And the one I got my daughter was just a little wedge on the side here. So you could actually put a lot of food in here and make a nice meal for your whole family. And remember, guys, when you use an appliance like this, you actually use less electricity than if you're powering up your stove, your oven. Your oven sucks up a lot more electricity than this. So if you want to like try and save money, this is the way to go. And also, if you live in a tiny home and you don't have access to big appliances, this is also another thing that you can maybe invest as an air fryer, because I know everything I do in the oven is by air. So you can actually bake a cake. The book shows you. Look, I'm going to show you something. They have some beautiful recipes in here if you want to follow that. Again, when it comes to shrimp, so we're going to use the vegan shrimp. But they have onion rings. I'm sure they have a lot of other things that you can... I'm sure you could do a lot of things in here that are vegan. I am guaranteed, because I'll be playing around with this and I'm going to be making some nice dishes with this. But you can grill cheese. So this is great to have. Look at that. You could actually make donuts. I'm dying to know how you cook the donuts in there. There's a lot of... Look, you can make pies. I guess you put the whole dish in there because it is like my oven. It's no different than my oven. So you're guaranteed to be able to get some great meals out of this. I can see some beautiful roasted potatoes in here, or some beautiful roasted Brussels sprouts with some maple. Endless ideas to make. Look at this one here. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm excited, guys. So there you go. There's a cookbook. There's an instruction book in there. And then that beautiful air fryer. So we're going to start making a recipe. Here we go. First, we're going to start off. We're going to make a nice little cilantro sauce. And that's very easy. I have a lot of recipe for sauces. You can make any one that I have. But we're going to make a nice little cilantro sauce. Okay, so we're going to start out making a very fast cilantro sauce, and this is just something that my daughter could dip her food in. And we're going to start off with a little bit of cilantro. And cilantro, it depends on how much you want to put in there. I have some beautiful cashews that I'm soaking. Here they are. I'm going to put some cashews. And I'm going to put about... yeah, about a 1/4 cup or so. It really is up to you how much you want to put in. Now, I'm just doing this by eye, but if you go to my videos, I have lots of recipes on sauces. There's cilantro. There's all kinds of sauces that you can make to dip your cauliflower in. Here we go. We're going to put in a garlic, 1 garlic clove. We're going to put some salt. And we're going to put about maybe a ½ teaspoon of salt. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put just a drop of maple. Just for that added sweetness. Not needed, but I put maple on everything, guys. And we're going to put milk right... there we go. Just under the nuts. You don't want to put too much right away because the cilantro is also going to add some water to your mixture, and if you put too much milk with the cilantro, it might get too soggy for you, and you don't want that. If we need more, we will add more. Remember, it's easy to add some extra liquids to your mixture, but it's hard to take it away. So, there we go. My trusty NutriBullet. Okay, we're going to check this out. And this now, remember, it's how thick you want it. If you want to follow a certain recipe, follow the one I have. This one, like I said, I'm doing by eye. But if you want to follow a certain recipe, I would say follow one that I have, already have up. It's easier because everything is pre-measured. I'm eyeballing this. But I do have a cilantro recipe up. I'm going to add a few more nuts just to thicken this up. You see, I could have added less. Just want to taste it. Really, really good. I could have added less milk, but it doesn't hurt to have extra. And this is something that I could put on a Buddha bowl, so I'm not worried about it. Here we go. So I've got like about half a cup of nuts now. But like I said, if you want to follow a specific recipe, just follow the ones that I have already up. Isn't she beautiful? My daughter made me that one. She's very good. By the way, someone mentioned, Connie, why don't you sell your spoons? I'm going to be putting some of the spoons that I've carved up on my website. So if anybody's interested to go take a look, there we go. This is better, nice and thick. Like I said, guys, if you want a specific recipe, just follow the ones I have online. I pretty much eyeball everything I do. So you're going to see me adding things to it. And that's how I normally cook. But I do write recipes down. Now, there's the thickness you want. You see it? That's the thickness you want when you're making this sauce. You want to be able that it sticks to your cauliflower when you dip it in. And remember, if it's too thick after you cooled it off, add some water or add some milk and just mix it and it'll get, you'll thin it out. So I'm going to put this aside for now. And we're going to start off with some beautiful cauliflower. And I'll tell you how I'm mixing these. If not, if you don't like this recipe, you can simply go and get a recipe that I have up. I have some beautiful cauliflowers recipe up that you can follow. And we've got this beautiful organic cauliflower here. Here we go. And we're going to cut off the butt end. Here we go. And we're going to cut these florets. Now, how big do you want your floret? You can make it super big, or you could just take your floret and you can just simply cut it in half. Just cut off that little bit right there. Or you could cut it again in thirds. It's really up to you. Sorry, in quarters. Like this. Depends how big your floret is. This, I guess maybe one more time. And I always leave a little stem because it's easier to be able to pick it up. So I cut it right at the base. So again, I have to thank OMORC for really stepping up and giving an extra one to my subscribers. I so appreciate it. Such a beautiful machine also. Very impressive. I am very impressed. There we go. Cut that in half. There we go. We'll put this aside for now. And we're going to start off with adding some chili. So I'm going to put some chili powder to this. Just to add some spice to the cauliflower. And remember, this is optional. If you don't want any heat, don't put any heat. And we're going to try and make this as low calories as we can. A lot of people are trying to stay away from oil. And this is where this beautiful, beautiful machine comes in, and I'm going to put a link. If the person that does, the people that don't win, and you like this machine, because so far it's the only one that I've seen that's so big to be able to put anything. So I'm going to put a link where you could go and you can go get one. There we go. Beautiful. I think that's enough chili for now. Okay, guys, a little bit of maple. Just drizzle it on top. And give it a toss. The maple is also going to help caramelize the outside of the cauliflower, and it's going to get crispy. Now, I want to show you what I've been doing lately. I bought this a long time ago, and it's just a bottle of olive oil, but what I do is I keep replacing the oil in it because I want to show you how many squirts it takes just to make a teaspoon. Okay, here's 1 teaspoon. Watch this. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 squirts to make a teaspoon of olive oil. So you don't even have to add a lot of oil if you don't want to. And when I'm making something, either I'm putting it in the oven, all I do at the end is I kind of give it a couple of squirts. It adds a little fat, and basically you're using less than a teaspoon of oil. So that's a good way to add some fats, but not over fat. You don't want to put too much fat. So we're going to put some salt to this. A little bit of salt. And that is really up to you how much salt you want to use. And once you've added the maple and you added the oil, it's easy for the salt to stick to it. Okay, I'm going to just put a little drop of milk. Not a lot, I just want to wet it. I'm making a mess. There we go. We're going to just toss that in so they get nice and wet. And then we're going to add flour to this. So we're going to add flour, yet it won't be a big mess. You won't have a big mess. I lost my spoon. Okay, so sprinkle some flour. And we're going to toss it again. A little extra flour. Now, if you don't want to use whole wheat flour or unbleached flour, you can use gluten-free flour for this recipe if you want to make these completely gluten-free. And we're going to keep tossing these until everything starts to stick. Another little drizzle of oil. Now to this we're going to add some flax meal, and that's also going to give you a little bit of omega. Just a sprinkle here and there. Just a little bit of flax. And we're going to also add a little bit of hemp seeds, just for that little extra crunch. A little more maple on top, because we want everything to stick nicely. And you can see that everything's starting to come together. Remember, it doesn't have to be regular flour. You can use gluten-free flour, and that's going to be a gluten-free dish. Hey guys, I gotta apologize, my camera shut off on me, but I will I will tell you the parts that were cut off. I did add some flax. I did add some hemp seeds. I did add extra flour. And I added just a little drizzle of the sauce we made. Just a little bit. And we tossed it. And now I'm going to add a little bit of cornmeal. And what this does is it makes it a less soggy dish. Now, how much am I using? I'm basically using about maybe a tablespoon of the cornmeal. And what it does is makes everything stick together and add a nice little crunch to your cauliflower. Heat, really, that is up to you how hot you want it. You could add extra chili powder, or you can just leave the chili out completely. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it in our fryer, and we're going to put it to cook and show you what the dish looks like at the end. Very simple, guys. This dish really takes 2 seconds to make. It's just a matter of what you want to add on your cauliflower. And like I say, you add a little bit of moisture, not a lot. I use a little bit of milk, a little bit of maple, and I used a little bit of oil, spritz of oils. When I tell you it's just a little bit of oil, I put maybe a teaspoon and a couple of spritz. It takes like 7, if not more, spritz of oil to make a teaspoon of oil. So it's really low calorie, guys. So here we go. We're going to take our fryer. Okay, so here we go. I washed it. In it goes. Slide my piece. Right. Okay. And I'm going to take my cauliflower and we're just going to lay it down. And cook up some of this deliciousness that my daughter is going to enjoy for lunch. Or just as a snack. Very low in calories. We're using very little oil. Look at how much I made. I made almost a head of cauliflower. And I still can't fill up my basket. That's how crazy big this basket is. Very impressed. Looks good? Mm-hmm. Last piece. And now again, like I said, I'm spraying some oil, but really there's hardly any oil. It takes me 7 sprays to make a teaspoon of oil. So even if I spray it 10, 15 times, I'm hardly putting any oil on this recipe. Okay, so in it goes. There we go. I'm going to set it. I'm putting it at 400. Now the M is basically a menu button. Oh, there it is. You see the menu right there if you're doing, sorry. See, you could pick the type of dish you want to cook. So I'm going to use fries for my cauliflower because I want them to crisp like I'm cooking French fries, right? We're going to go back to now time. I'm going to put 400 and
temperature.
Yes, in temperature, and 4 minutes. I am going to put maybe 20. I'm going to start at 20 and check it out. If I have to cook it longer, I will, because there is no recipe for this in the book. And I'm going to do it that way. Okay, and 16 is stop button. Okay, so I want to start it. And there you go. That's easy. So if I want to stop this, I will press my stop button and it stops. But this is
the stop button.
That's right. So this is how easy it is to use this fryer. So I'm very excited. So I'm going to see you back in about 20 minutes and I'll show you what it looks like inside. Hopefully I haven't burnt them because I don't know what... Erica's saying hi.
You see my reflection.
Hello. So there you are. Okay, so there you go, guys. Very simple, but very easy to use, guys. And you've got your instruction book. I probably missed something, but you've got your instruction books. You have a recipe book, and just get creative and play around with it. It's super big, super beautiful, and it's gonna feed the whole family. That's what I'm impressed about. This is like crazy beautiful. So thank you, OMORC, for messaging me and telling me that you wanted me to do a review. And thank you for being so kind as to agree to give a giveaway to one of my subscribers. And believe me, they thank you also, because one of them is going to win this beautiful, beautiful machine. And I know that I'm going to love it. And by the way, guys, OMORC is willing to send it to Canada, US, and to Europe. So good luck, guys. Put your name. If you also add another link, either to if you want to share my video, remember you have to be subscribed. You have to comment below the video. And if you share it on Facebook, or if you share it on Instagram, Twitter, just come back, make a new comment, and add the link where you shared it. So this way, your name is going to be put in twice. So good luck to all of you, and I'm going to see you in a little bit, and I'm going to show you what the cauliflower looks like. And don't forget my beautiful cilantro sauce. If you want to make it, if you want your cilantro sauce to be, if you want a different sauce, you can make a different sauce. I've got a lot of videos on sauces, guys. You can make any kind of sauce you want to put with these cauliflower, and they're going to be delicious. And yeah, so I'll see you in a little bit, guys. There you go, guys. Look how beautiful. This took 20 minutes to cook, and it could have even cooked for less time if you wanted. Some of them got a little crispy, but it just shows you how crazy good this machine works. So I'm going to set my daughter's plate, and I'll see you in a bit, guys. So there you go, guys. Very simple, very beautiful, and I bet it's very delicious. Erica, do you want to do the honors, love? Okay. I'm going to serve it with some lime, and there you go. Oop.
Take the small one for now. Delish.
Good? Can I try one?
Very good. Wow.
My God. I impress myself sometimes.
So
there you go, guys. Hope you liked this video. And thank you, OMORC. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And remember, guys, I'm going to say good luck to you. Don't forget, comment below. And if you like this recipe, come back and let me know how you like it. And it's available to Canada, US, and Europe. So good luck, everyone. And this is going to run for 2 weeks. So everybody has a chance to be able to enter it. And I'll see you in my next video.
For more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to Connie's RAWsome Kitchen. Give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.